There are two great stories that are emerging now in physics and cosmology, and I like to use the descriptors. One is the horizontal story, the unfolding through time, the evolution of the universe, the grand narrative of the universe story. And the other is, the other dimension is a vertical, slicing through at every moment. At every moment, the universe is being regenerated as a complete system. The fabric of space-time, all of the matter energy in the universe, the entire thing is being regenerated at every moment. And so that would then be the vertical. That's the slicing through at every moment, creating the totality at every moment. And that's why there is the power of now. The power of now comes from the creation of the entire universe in the moment, in the now. And so if we rest in the now, we're resting in the dynamic of continuous creation of the entire cosmos. But that cosmos unfolds through time. And so then that brings in the horizontal dimension. And what the extraordinary thing is about what is happening now is we're seeing both the horizontal unfolding, which is a creative dynamic, and the vertical creation itself, which is obviously a very creative process. And what we see is we're living in a universe of extraordinary creative opportunity and manifestation. There are two ways of looking at aliveness. One view says from the lesser comes the greater, from non-living material forms, atoms and molecules and such. Somehow that organizes itself into this extraordinary alive form. So from the lesser comes the greater. There's another view that says from the greater comes the lesser. And from the greater is the greatness of a living universe, and out of that greatness comes plants and animals and other forms of life that we see around us. And so one way of regarding all of the aliveness of the universe is that is the greater aliveness, and throughout the universe there are all of these living systems that are taking pieces of that greater aliveness, drawing it together into intensification and manifesting itself in the plants, the animals, and the other life forms that we see. And I think that is actually what's going on, that we exist within a sea of aliveness. And then we gather that aliveness as self-organizing, self-reflective systems, and then we manifest that, and we're able to then look back and regard the universe that has given birth to us in the first place. To me, love is when we completely relax our efforting and we come to the very center of our being and we find what is the nature of the energy and the resonance that sustains the entire universe. Is that a mechanical kind of gray energy that's just humming away with atoms and such in a machine-like fashion? Or is there something more sacred, more alive, more feeling to the quality of the resonance that sustains it all? And that to me is love. Jack Kornfield, a meditation teacher, once said, "I'll tell you a secret." He says, when you grow in awareness, you find that awareness is the same as love. They are the same thing. The secret is the more we become aware of the living universe in which we are immersed, the more we become aware that it's an ocean of aliveness that's also an ocean of love. In a dead universe, what matters? I'm just a speck of aliveness in a vast ocean of deadness, and I don't matter. But what if the universe is a living system? And I, becoming awake and aware of that, then become the eyes, the ears, the sense organs of that living universe. And I can not only look at the universe, I can look at it with regard, appreciation, with love. I can bring service and creative development to the universe. So then I am then a vehicle of expression, articulation, and celebration of a living universe, and I matter immensely. As I've gone around the world, I've asked people where we are in our development as a human family. And again, people have said, well, look, we're in our teenage years. We're just growing up. And like every teenager, You go through a rite of passage, the fire of initiation, to grow up. And as a human family, we're trying to grow up into our early adulthood, and we're going through the fire. We're going through the initiation. We've got the challenge of running out of oil to fuel a global economy. We've got climate change that's disrupting food production around the world. We've got species extinction. We've got resource depletion, water, and the rest. So we have major challenges as a species. But those challenges are also opportunities for us to rise to a new level of creativity and a new level of community and a new level of communication as a species. So it's both a time of immense challenge as well as opportunity, because what's happening is that the entire species is turning on a new trajectory of development. This is a time unlike we have ever experienced in human evolution. For the first time in human history, we are coming back together as an entire species, encountering ourselves as a successful human family that has populated the entire earth, and now we have to learn how to live sustainably on this earth. What an extraordinary opportunity and challenge that we face at this time right now. A grand adventure welcomes an awakening soul. Well, the awakening soul recognizes him or herself as a body of light, love, music, and knowing, and we engage the world with that light. We engage the world with that love, and it's not so much trying to be powerful as an ego, it's rather to be giving and in service as a soul. And that then becomes an extraordinary adventure of experience, of shared discovery with other people that are on that same adventure themselves.